Greetings, beautiful souls. Welcome to Message Change with your sister in prosperity, Carol. Change your thinking, change your life. Now, my cousins. I really missed you. I was working on some projects which took a lot of my time. I was even unable to upload, but I am back. I hope you have been well, and all is well in all your ways. And you're still taking good care of your mental health because we agreed. Change your thinking, change your life. Our mind can make us or break us. At least now we know that, and now we will be observing our thoughts. Because now we know our thoughts will create our emotions, and our emotions will create our life experiences. Okay? Now, before I start our video, let me welcome my returning subscribers. Always know you're welcome. And always know you are loved. Mwah. And my new subscribers, always know you're welcome to the Game Changers and Change Agents. Here we are doing life push-ups so that we can be able to move to our next level easily and effortlessly. And we can learn hidden knowledge which was hidden by our Wakoloni systems. And they took our power away. But now we are in the age of Aquarius, where power is returning back to the people. People, you and I, Africans. So let us not waste the age of Aquarius. Let us move together. Because the age of Aquarius means be your sisters and brothers keeper. We work together. Ubuntu and Umoja of Africans. Okay? And when we do that, if you prosper and I prosper, we will all prosper. We have to be there for each other because we are all cousins. You know that we are all cousins. So we need to behave like cousins. Okay? So let's start our video. Now, our topic today is how the CCTV footage of Albert Ojwang talked in volumes. Yeah. And you know why? These guys, these policemen, they forgot. Huh? When they took Albert's body to Baghdadi hospital, they forgot that the CCTV was watching. Okay? Now, and you know what? The CCTV has a watch. Now, if you're taking a very critical patient to hospital, I think what you're supposed to do as a human being, with a heart, is to do everything in a hurry. But no, they took Albert to hospital, and I'm sure he was dead. The CCTV can show they took 23 minutes before they took him to inside the hospital. Like, seriously? Okay? Seriously? But now they forgot that the CCTV was watching, and the CCTV is still counting time. Now, even if they can tell us that when they got to hospital, Albert was alive, but they wasted time. 23 minutes can save a man. Time is money. Time is life. Okay? But no, the problem with these people, they don't know which age we are operating in. We are in the age of Aquarius. The golden age of Aquarius, where power is returning back to the people, where the truth that was hidden is locating people. Okay? Now everything is overturning. Everything is changing. Now those people who are used to do corrupt things, hey, you know, the wave of change is unstoppable. It cannot be stopped, because I always tell you that the earth, the universe, works with the law of times and seasons. God himself works with the law of times and seasons. Okay? And you have to know the time and the season we are in, so that you can stop making foolish blunders. Because even if the system will hide you, let me tell you, this time karma is catching up with people. And karma is because from 25th June, the energies, the energies of the golden age of Aquarius, they are descending to earth in volumes. So change is unstoppable. So you need to observe from 25th June up to 21st December 2026. That is a window, a very big window for change. You need to observe whatever will be happening in Kenya. Because I told you, Kenya is a stargate. Kenya is a gateway. Kenya is a portal. Kenya is carrying the destiny of the whole world. I'm telling you, Kenyans, if you only know how you are blessed, you cannot sit there in a pity party corner, start crying the way life is hard. No. Kenya, we are very blessed. We are very blessed. And I'm telling you, when this age, the golden age, is activated fully, you will see. Because Kenya will take her power back as a superpower. Yes, Kenya is a superpower. If you don't know today, know that today, Kenya is a superpower. So it's only a matter of time before things overturn because of the age. We were in the age of Kali Yoga, the age of Pisces. That age was not favoring Africans. It was working against Africans because I told you, the universe works with a lot of times and seasons. There is a time when Africans will be oppressed, and there is a time when Africans will take their power back. Like now, in the Kali Yoga, Africans were to be oppressed. But in the golden age belongs to Africans. So they will have to ascend. Okay? And Kenya is the gateway. So observe everything that will be happening from 25th June to 21st December 2026. Yes, we told you that the king will come in June. But according to the information we are downloading from the spiritual realm, God has said the king is not ready, and we should not hurry him. We should let him be we should let God prepare him well. And then another thing, the kingdom cannot come the king cannot come before the kingdom. The kingdom must come so that the king can come. Okay, that is how the universe works. Okay, the kingdom must come first and stand firm so that the king can come, because we are the ones to activate the king with our frequencies. I told you everything is energy, and energy is everything. And if you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, vibrations, and frequencies. Those are not my words. They were spoken by our ancestors. That is why I tell you, spirituality is the way to go. We go back to our roots, where we came from our ancestors, spirituality, so that we can be able to work with the law of times and seasons. Yeah, we can be able to discern, to decode the times. Okay, now you see, so we have to give the king time so that God can prepare him, so that when he comes, he will be able to trample these Kali Yoga systems, and he can bring them down and now activate fully the golden age, because now he will come with the sword of the spirit. He will be talking fire, because God will be rolling behind him. That is why we need to give him time for him to acquire those supernatural qualities. Okay, so today I want to teach you about the journey of the soul. And the soul I want to use is the soul of Albert Ojwang. Yes. I want to use the soul of Albert Ojwang to explain to you about the journey of the soul. Okay? Because I told you your true identity is that you are a soul, a spiritual being of light and love. And a soul is immortal, a soul is eternal, a soul never dies. Only your body that will die one day, but your soul will continue with the journey. Okay? Now, this is what happens. Before a soul is born, a soul usually writes soul contracts and soul agreements with other souls. Okay? Now, you see, we are preaching to you that know thyself. When we are preaching to you know thyself, it's because we want you to heal your soul wounds, soul karmas, soul lessons, so that you can be able to reverse the negative soul lessons that your body, that your soul chose as contracts and as agreements. because you have the power. I told you are very powerful. You are a very powerful soul, a spiritual being of light and love and energy, because everything is energy and energy is everything. You are very powerful. But now the problem with us Africans is lack of knowledge and ignorance. Everything we are told, because it's new in fact it's not new information. This information was possessed by our ancestors, the Kabiros, but this information was stolen during the colonial season by our colony. Wakoloni stole this information and they took it to their country, so that as Africans we will continue wallowing in misery, always crying at our pity party corner the way God does not hear our prayers, yet we are the ones who do not have the knowledge, the hidden knowledge of our ancestors. But now the knowledge is out because of the age of Aquarius, where power is returning back to the people you and I, Africans. Okay, now now here is the catch. The soul usually write soul contracts and soul agreements with other souls. Okay, so that you can now come and play them as your life experiences. That is why I always tell you that your soul controls 95% of your life and your body controls only 5% of your life. Now you can see how your soul is playing a large portion of your life, either consciously or subconsciously. Some people are aware, but some people are not aware. But the soul is the one that is ruling behind the scene. Okay, and now because most of our soul lessons are our karmas from our past lives. Because I told you a soul is immortal, a soul is eternal, a soul does not die, a soul lives forever and ever. And a soul can either be in the spiritual realm or in the physical realm, but a soul can never die because it's immortal. Okay, now here's the catch. Now, before Albert was born, he wrote soul contracts and he wrote soul lessons. And now, this soul contract that he wrote, he had written that when he will exit, when the soul will exit, when I say that when the soul will exit this world, is the day his soul will die. Okay, sorry, is the day his body will die and the soul will go to the afterlife dimension. That is when the soul exits the earth, so that it can go to the spiritual realm. Now, when you are writing soul contracts and soul agreements, you usually write all your life experiences. You write how your birth will be. You write how you stay here. You write all your blessings, all your karmas, or everything. Positive, negative. You write everything. Because of the law of polarity, we have to have a balance. Positive, negative. Hot, cold. Tall, short. It's called the law of polarity. Okay? We cannot have only positive only. We have to balance, because that is how the earth works. Okay, balance. And now when you write these solar lessons, there's lessons that you are supposed to come and learn in your life experiences, because I told you earth is a school for souls. Now Albert, because I went to read his Akashic records. Yes, because I want to enlighten you using somebody you know, and you know what happened to him, so that you can understand the bigger picture of life. Okay, that whatever happened to Albert, his soul chose as his soul lessons and soul karmas and soul traumas and soul wounds. Everything that happened to him, he wrote it. But now, when you write this soul contract, what you're supposed to do is, when you come to this earth, you are supposed to reverse. Okay, to reverse them. Those negative ones, you reverse them, and you take so that you can take when you reverse them through sound healing, or through soul healing, doing your shadow work, you reverse them so that you can be able to reap your blessings. Okay, now I hope you are getting to you are understanding whatever I'm trying to tell you. You have the power to rewrite whatever your soul wrote. Okay, Because I told you, Earth is a school for souls. We came here to learn and evolve. And the way we are evolving and learning is through the soul contracts and the soul contracts and the soul agreements we wrote before we were born, before we came to this earth. Now we are just playing them as our soul lessons. And now, if you don't get whatever happens, I'm telling you, if you had written a nasty way of exiting or of dying, and if you were asleep while you are on this earth, that is what, and you are so wrote a hard exit, when your soul will exit this earth, when your body will die, it wrote a very heavy or a very mysterious way of dying. Guess what? If you don't heal, that is the way you will, that mysterious way, that is the way you will die. And when I went to the Akashic records, I read Albert's Akashic records. He had written that his exit on this earth will be mysterious and it will be painful. Now, because he was asleep as a soul, he didn't work on himself. He didn't heal his soul karmas and his soul traumas. That is why he died a very painful death, because he did not heal his soul traumas, his soul wounds, his soul karmas, his soul lessons. He did not do anything to fix his soul problems. Okay? I hope you're understanding whatever I am saying, because this is very crucial. Okay? That is why I said, sorry, I have a cold. Sorry, I have a cold. In fact, my voice is returning. I had lost my voice. That's why I have... Last week my life was horrible. Let me take some water. From Friday last week, I had what do you call them? I had hardships after hardships. Okay, but God is faithful. I was able to overcome them. I had a very tough soul assignment. There's something that I was activating, and because of the portal of 6/6, and the full moon was around, so it was a bit tough, but I was able to complete it. So okay, let's continue. Now I was telling you how Albert did not work on himself to reverse whatever his soul had written, that his death will be mysterious and his death will be painful. He never did his soul shadow work to heal his soul traumas and his soul lessons and his soul karmas. Now that is what befell him. Okay, that is why we are telling you to wake up, so that you can heal your soul. You can heal your soul traumas, soul karmas, everything that is troubling your soul, so that even if you had written very tough soul lessons, you'll be able to clear them, and at least your exit in this earth would be painful. Because I'm telling you, me, when I saw those photos of Albert, oh my goodness, I really felt sorry for that guy. I had to go to his Akashic records to understand why on earth did Albert choose such hard lessons to exit in such a manner when he was transitioning to the other realm. Huh? But there's a catch to this story. Albert was like they're called martyrs, those people who sacrifice their soul in order to die, in order to activate something. Yes, I'm telling you, life is more spiritual than it is physical. Okay? And now, because Albert did not know how the soul works, that is why he attracted whatever he attracted. And now his exit to this earth was terrible, just because he didn't know the journey of the soul and how the soul works. Okay? But that is why we want to teach you this while you are alive, while you can change. Okay? Because we don't know, we don't want to keep this information, because we know about it, because we are ahead of our time, and we can read the Akashic records and see whatever is written in Akashic records. And we know we have the power to overturn whatever your soul wrote in the Akashic record. You have the power to heal, because when you heal, you will be able to overturn what your soul wrote in the Akashic record, and you will be able to free your soul from the wheel of karma, and also from the wheel of reincarnation, or the samsara. Okay, this information was hidden from you by this system, the Kali Yoga system, so that you will continue wallowing in misery, and when you go to the afterlife dimension, you will still come back here, because I told you your energy is their currency. They use your energy to prosper. Okay, these people are very enlightened. They know how the system works. That is why you also need to know how the system works, so that the system can stop working against you, and how the system can start working for you. Okay, now you hear. Now, because Albert did not know how the soul works, that is why he died a very painful death. Now here is the catch. This is what I read from his Akashic records. Albert's soul had written he will, when his soul is exiting this earth, he will have a painful death, because his soul had volunteered in order to bring change to people. That is why you need to observe from 25th June up to 21st December, that season, 21st December 2026, we will have change, because now that is a crossroad of Kenya's destiny. Okay, that is a crossroad of Kenya's destiny, because I told you Kenya is a gateway. Kenya is a stargate. The new earth, the Odhamaki Wadayo, is starting from Kenya, so that it can spread to the whole world. Everything will start from Kenya. Kenyans are the activators of the new earth. That is why everything will start from Kenya. And the death of Albert, his soul, it's like a catalyst to bring change. He volunteered when he was writing his soul contracts and his soul contracts and agreement. His soul volunteered to be a catalyst of change. Okay, now Albert was born on 7th July 1994. You see, 7th July. Albert died Albert was killed on 7th June. You have noted 7-7. This is numerology. On 11th June, we had full moon. Full moon in where? Sagittarius. That full moon was called, what was it called? Is it strawberry? I can't remember very well, but it was a full moon. It was on 11th. What is 11? 11 is a master number. What is number 7? Number 7 is completion. Okay? Number 7 is completion. Now, you see whatever happened on 7th June, it will now start to manifest on 25th June, because that was the window of change. And now the system, the systems of the world, they know that very well. That is why Albert, who was born on 7th July, was killed on 7th June. On 11th June was full moon. 1 + 1 is 2. You people, Albert's death was not random. Albert's death was a sacrifice. Some people somewhere were trying to block the change that will come from 25th June. 25th June. Now let us break 25th June. Let us break 25th June. 2 + 5 is 5 + 2, 7. You see, now we have 3 sevens. People, change is unstoppable, but some people tried to stop that change. Some people tried to stop that change. That is why his death happened a few days to the full moon. The full moon was happening on 11th. 11 is a master number. 11 is a very high vibrating number. 11 is the number of change. 11 is the vibration of Mount Zion. And where is Mount Zion? Mount Zion is in Mount Kenya. 11 is the frequency of Mount Kenya, where change is coming from. You see, this is how people who are awakened, there's still blessings from you, because you don't want to sleep. Because you don't want to wake up from your sleeping state. You don't want to go dig for hidden knowledge. But we thank God, he woke up the fourth generation. Now at least we are very alert. Everything they are trying to do to block the change, we are there to return it back to sender. Although the problem is we could not have been able to help Albert, because Albert did not help himself. He did not heal his soul. That is why it was so hard for light workers and other keepers to help him, because he had not helped himself. You always hear God help those who help themselves. If Albert was at least vibrating high, the star seeds and the other keepers could have been able to help him. But not, because he was vibrating low, and his soul had already signed a soul contract and a soul agreement, and he had not reversed that soul agreement of a painful exit from this earth. That is why we were not able to help him, because of his low vibrating frequency. You hear? You have to understand whatever happens behind the scene. Okay? And full moons, that is when the other system, the Kali Yuga system, usually do their sacrifices so that they can block whatever will be manifested on the new moon. Okay? And they knew on 25th June something is coming. And that is why Albert's soul attracted those negative entities, because he was a target, because he was born on 7th, he was killed on 7th. 25th will be a 7th day, because of 2 plus 5 equals 7. Now you see everything is matching. If everybody was asleep, the gate of change could have been stolen on that day, 7th June. But I thank God, so many people have woken up to the lies of the system, and we can see through the veil. We can see whatever they are doing. That is why you need to heal your soul. Heal your soul wounds, soul karmas, soul traumas, soul lessons. So that even if you are in danger, and we can pick that frequency of you being in danger, we can be able to reverse energetically. Because I told you, everything is energy, and energy is everything. And because now we are vibrating, at least now we are vibrating quite a number. If we feel that frequency of one of us is in trouble, we can be able to change that frequency. And that somebody, if they are vibrating high, they can also be able to take that signal of our changing, and they can be able to free themselves. But if you are just asleep as a soul, and you are vibrating low, even if we try to help you energetically, we cannot. We cannot, because of your energies. They are not, because like energies attract like energies. Because if you are vibrating high, our energies which are vibrating high, we can be able to help you wherever you are energetically. Because like energies attract like energies. Positive energies attract positive energies. Negative energies attract negative energies. At least now you know how the system works. You see, that is why you need also, you work on yourself, so that even if we pick that frequency of somebody, one of our comrades is in danger, we can be able to pass through the veil and help you energetically. And when we help you energetically, your energy wherever you are will pick our signal, because of like energies. Like energies attract like energies. Your high vibrating signals will pick our high vibrating signal, and you'll be able to help you. You'll be able to free yourself from whatever you have got, your soul has gotten you into. You see, that is why we are trying so hard to wake you up, so that you can heal whatever is eating you from the soul, your true identity, so that whenever you are in danger, other light workers and other keepers can be able to pick that frequency of you, one of us, one of our comrades being in danger, and energetically we can help you from wherever you are. And you, because you are vibrating high, you can pick our signals, and our signals can merge. Now your signals can merge with our signals, and because as we are many, our signals, when your signal merges with us, we can be able to rescue you wherever you are. That is how people work energetically, because everything is energy, and energy is everything. And once you understand the secrets of the universe, energy, vibrations, and frequencies, life will be so easy for you. Now you see, the light workers and starseed were not able to save Albert, but we were able to reverse whatever they were trying to block. Okay? Because now we took the frequency of the collective. Now we were able, but now the problem is Albert was vibrating low. That is why his frequencies could not pick the frequencies of the star seeds. Now that is how we were, the star seeds were unable to help him because of his low vibrating frequencies. Now you see, I hope now we are cracking the code to life. Okay, now whatever I found out in Albert's Akashic records, his soul code he had inherited from his bloodline, which was connected to a warrior spirit of Luos and Nubians descendant. Okay, now that was what I picked from his Akashic records. His soul had volunteered to be as a sacrifice, so that the system can use it, and it can wake people up. But that could have been, but if he had healed himself, his soul and other people's energies could have saved his body if he had done his shadow work. Whatever his soul had written, the way he will exit this earth in a mysterious way and in a painful way, if he had healed whatever those soul contracts and those soul agreements, when the star seeds picked that frequency of danger, we could have been able to help him. But not because of his low vibrating frequencies, we were only able to reverse whatever they were trying to block. But him, we were not able to help him because of his low vibrating frequencies. Now I hope you're understanding how this frequency thing works. Frequencies, energies, and vibrations. Okay? As the chosen ones the chosen ones who are listening to me, I know they are decoding whatever I'm trying to tell you. That when you are in danger and you are vibrating high, you are tribe members. You are tribe members, because I told you our souls are divided into three. We have cardinal signs, fixed signs, and immutable signs. Now, if Albert's soul belonged to his soul belonged to cardinal signs, because I saw a lot of cancer in his birth chart when I was reading his Akashic record. He belonged to the cardinal sign. Now, when the cardinal signs, the signal, they had the signal of somebody in danger. I'm sure they tried to help him, but they could not be able to help him energetically, because his frequencies were very low. Now you see, his frequencies were vibrating very low. That is why his tribe members, the cardinal signs, were not able to rescue him, because of his low vibration. But I'm telling you, if Albert, when he was on earth, he worked on himself, I'm telling you, his tribe members, the cardinal signs, could have helped him energetically. And remember, as above, so below. When your tribe members, the cardinal signs members, wherever they were in the world, try to help him energetically, and he was vibrating high. I'm telling you, they could have rescued him because of his energies, but not because he was vibrating low. That is why he was his soul tribe members were unable to help him. Okay, I hope you're understanding whatever I'm trying to tell you. And when I teach you something, go do your research, so that at least even you can be able to help yourselves while you're still alive. Okay, help yourself while you are still alive. Heal your soul wounds, heal your soul karmas, heal your soul traumas, heal your soul lessons, so that the day you'll be in danger, your tribe members can pick your danger signals and they can help you energetically. And your high vibrating frequencies can match with their high vibrating frequencies, and they can be able to help you from where you are, even if they're in another country. Because energy is timeless, energy is it's called boundless. What is it called? Energy is everywhere. Energy can move freely. So you see, people can be able to help you energetically and rescue you in the physical life, if you are vibrating high. But if you're vibrating low, it will be so hard for your tribe members to help you while you are in danger somewhere. So you see, so my good people, learn from Albert's soul. Let Albert's soul be your lesson to wake you up, to heal your soul wounds and your soul karmas, so that if your soul had written in your Akashic records before you were born, that that the day your soul will exit this earth, the day it will die mysteriously, or it will die a painful death, you will, when you heal yourself, you'll be able to reverse that karma. And when you reverse it, even if you are in danger and you are vibrating high, your soul tribe members will pick that signal, and they will help you from wherever they are energetically. And I'm telling you, they'll be able to help you, and you won't even know how you rescued yourself, just because of your vibrations. So you see, your vibrations is everything. That is why a wise man said, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, vibrations, and frequencies, because a wise man knew how energy works. Okay? How energy works. And energy is everything. It can help you when you are in trouble. Your vibrations. Now you see, let Albert's soul be your lesson, so that you will heal. And whenever danger befalls you, your tribe members will pick that signal, and energetically they will go to work, because I'm so sure they cannot leave you in danger. They will always be there for you. It does not matter where you are. Your tribe members, when they pick that signal of you in danger, they will help you energetically, and you'll be able to rescue yourself because of your vibrations. If they are high, they'll be able to rescue you easily and effortlessly, energetically. And wherever you are physically, you'll be able to rescue yourself, because everything's energy, and energy is everything. From today, go read more about the law of vibrations. Go read more about the law of vibrations, the law of rhythm, how the universe works. Know this, learn this hidden knowledge, because whenever you are in danger, this hidden knowledge will help you a big deal. Now you hear. Now that is how Albert's soul chose a painful exit from this earth, a painful death. When his soul was was leaving this earth. You see, it was very painful, just because of these soul contracts and these soul agreements he had written with those policemen. Yes, he had written on his Akashic record, this policeman will come and pick me up and go and kill me. He had written in his Akashic records. I saw it in black and white. What I'm telling you, Akashic records is where all the information of the spiritual realm and the physical realm are stored. If you know how to manipulate the system, you go read the Akashic records. You can know everything. Okay? You can know everything that has ever existed and will ever exist in this earth. You are very intelligent, but now the problem is you don't want to wake up. When we try to tell you something, we at sisi tuko jaba. You people, you should move with the law of times and seasons. No, we are in the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius means go learn hidden knowledge. Become your own teacher. Self-education is very important because this knowledge you will never be taught in school. But when we move completely to the new earth, this information, this is called esoteric mystery of the earth, you'll be taught in school. Because that age, it's the age of knowledge. The age of us knowing ourselves from the soul level. The soul which governs 95% of our life. Now you see, now that is what happened to Albert's soul. His soul contracts and his soul agreements are what made him exit drastically, painfully. His death was terrible, just because of he did not heal his soul lessons, soul traumas, soul karmas, soul trauma, soul everything. He did not do his shadow work. In a simple language, he did not heal his soul. That is why this befell him. Now learn from him, and start doing your shadow work, so that whenever you are in danger, your tribe members can pick the signal of your whatever is happening to you energetically, and they can help you from where they are energetically, and you can pick that signal because your signal is also vibrating high, and they can be able to help you, and you can escape mysteriously just because of your vibrations. Your vibration is everything. Okay, now I hope somebody somewhere has learned something, and let Albert's soul become your lesson, so that you can learn through Albert's soul, because Albert had sacrificed his soul in his soul contracts, so that his soul can activate change in Kenya, the change that is coming from Kenya to the whole world. Okay. Yes, now that is what happened. And now another thing, we are in the age of Aquarius. When the police took him to hospital, they forgot that the cameras, the CCTV cameras were watching. Okay, because when you take somebody to hospital and the patient is critically ill, I thought we are supposed to do everything in a hurry so that you can save a life. But now the CCTV is showing 23 minutes. Albert was still in the car. Even if Albert came there alive, there's no way he could survive, because 23 minutes can kill a man, and 23 minutes can save a man. Okay? We are in the age of Aquarius, where truth will always prevail. This is the age of truth. So whatever you do, know that the big brother in heaven is watching. And it's only a matter of time before karma catches up with you, because of the age. The age of corruption, manipulation, whatever, everything negative has ended. And from 25th June 2025, that age will start going down slowly by slowly, because change cannot happen overnight. Change comes slowly by slowly. Even positive change or negative change, it comes slowly by slowly. But by the time we get to December, 21st December 2026, Kenya will be a different country. Kenya will be unrecognizable from 21st December 2026 onwards. Kenya will be unrecognizable. Yes, good things are coming. Do not give up. Change is coming. And before any change comes, before any positive change comes, hell must break loose, because the old system, the Kali Yuga system, won't go down quietly. They will have to fight. So it's up to you to raise your vibrations, so that whatever they try to push to block change, you will also push back to sender. Back to sender energetically, because these things are fought energetically. Because if you want to win any battle, first of all, go and win in the spiritual realm, so that in the physical realm, it will come automatically. That is how battles are won, because our battles are spiritual. They are not physical, but they just manifest in physical, but they start in the spiritual. And once you crack that code, game over. Okay, so don't let Albert's soul just go like that. Learn from Albert's soul and know you have the power to change whatever your soul wrote as your soul contracts, as your soul lessons. Know you have the power, because Earth is a school for souls. We came here to evolve, to grow and evolve. You have the power because you are very powerful. Only the system of Kali Yoga told you how you are hopeless, but I'm here to announce to you, you are very powerful. You are a very powerful soul. Not even the sky is a limit for you. You can go beyond the sky. Okay, so from today, walk with your head high. Walk like a conqueror. Walk like a hero. Walk like a hero returning home, because I know you can do it. You can do it. A journey starts with a step. Keep on showing up each and every day, and you'll get there. And before you leave this earth, you'll have healed most of your soul karmas, and your soul will work with you instead of it working against you. Even if you'll be on your deathbed, as long as when you are okay, you act with your soul and you talk to your soul, tell your soul not to abandon you, your soul won't abandon you, because I told you the soul and God are one. If you heal your soul, the soul and God are one. But if you don't heal your soul, the soul and God are in separation, and that's how you won't be able to access the infinite intelligence of God, the power of God, because your soul and God are in separation. That is why you need to heal your soul karmas, your soul traumas, so that you can end that separation, and your soul and God can be one. The first law, the law of divine oneness. Okay, when the two of you work together, you see, when you do that, you'll be able to avoid so many soul traps that you yourself as a soul you wrote. Yes, then you came here on this earth to forget. You see, but when you heal, everything will align easily and effortlessly. Okay, I'm telling you, my good people, knowledge is power, and the truth will always set you free. Okay, now I hope somebody somewhere has learned something, and you won't let Albert's soul become your soul lesson. Learn from Albert's soul, because if Albert knew how the soul works, the journey of the soul, he could have reversed a painful exit from this earth. Okay, but not because he did not know. That is why now this negativity manifested, and pain befell him on his deathbed. Okay, so learn from Albert's soul so that you can also heal your soul, and your soul can always be there for you, and you can vibrate high. And the day you'll be in danger, your soul will send out signals to your tribe members, to your soul tribe members, and your soul tribe members will help you to rescue yourself energetically, because energy is everything, and energy is everything, and everything is energy. Okay, now I hope you have learned something, and now you'll go to work, and now you will start your soul healing journey. It's not hard, it's so easy, especially if you get hold of the legitimate sound healing frequencies. Yes, I have sound healing frequencies which I used myself, and I'm still using them. If you want them, just check for my number on the comment zone, then you WhatsApp me. I will send them to you for free. Here we are helping each other because we are in the age of Aquarius. Be your sisters and brothers keepers. Do not be stingy with the information you are downloading. Come talk to everybody. Teach people how to live, so that we can all move to the new earth, to the Udhamaki wa Thayo. Okay? Now, that is all for today. I'm sending you all lots of love and light. And remember to subscribe to my channel today. Hit that notification bell, so that whenever I upload a video, you'll be the first one to know, and you'll always be ahead of your time, and you'll know how to work with your soul, because now you know your soul controls 95% of your life, and your body controls only 5% of your life. Now you see, your soul is the one that calls the shots here. So work with the things that are eternal, things that are powerful. Your soul, which is energy, love, frequency, and energy. Okay, so until next time, see you when you see me. Ciao.